What is going on, guys? Paul Ryan back at it again. I hope everybody's having a good night. I just got done listening to the interview on 105.3 The Fan with Jerry Jones and the Shan and RJ show, and man, I got to say it was entertaining to say the least. Uh, I could also say discouraging, eye-opening. A lot of adjectives you could use for that interview. One thing that really caught me off guard was a lack of accountability by Jerry. When he's asked about building a team and lack of activity in the off season and just not being aggressive in free agency and things like that, just kind of sidestepping the question and then talking about re-signing Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. Well, of course, we're all happy that the Cowboys were able to do that, but it was just strange that he, like I said, just wasn't willing to hold himself accountable for his lack of aggressiveness and trying to better the team. Now, something I've been thinking about, because on the show they were taking caller questions and just people were calling and sharing their thoughts from the interview, and something I did kind of find interesting that I'm curious as to what you guys might think about this, but there have been games, you think about the Ravens, the Saints, and the Lions, where players just have quit, right? We saw it in the Saints game. We saw it in the Lions game where guys just, once we got down double digits, threw in the towel, stopped trying. And of course, Jerry has no control over that, but how much better would a premium free agent be with this coaching staff? And I'm a fan of Mike McCarthy. I've been a fan of Mike McCarthy. We talked a little bit about Brian Schottenheimer and Mike McCarthy. We talked about this coaching staff actually quite a bit on the Monday show. But it had me thinking, how good could a premium free agent or premium free agents be in this system, the way things are going with this coaching staff? And I got to admit, man, I'm not sure how much better it would be. I know people are, we've talked about this a few times, but people saying we need a better running back behind this offensive line? Why? This offensive line can't run block to save its life. We saw what happened against the defensive line. We saw what happened against the Detroit Lions defensive line. They couldn't stop anything. They had almost 20 quarterback pressures, 5 sacks. That was insane. You think a better running back is going to help at all? I don't think so. The radio host made a good point about this offensive line. You bring in a rookie center who's never played the position, and then you have a rookie left tackle who was a right tackle in college. And he had limited experience playing on the offensive line himself. So we knew there was going to be some growing pains, but yeah, it just had me thinking, how much better would this team be with premium free agents? Now, of course, maybe we go out and we get some offensive linemen, right? That makes a difference, but I don't know. I just, it was, like I said, the hearing Jerry talk about this team was eye-opening. I don't know if I'm ready to throw in the towel on this season. That's the funny thing about these Cowboys, man. It's after the Ravens game, I thought the season was over. Then we go on and we beat the Giants. We show something. We beat the Steelers after being down our 2 best defensive players. And I'm thinking, man, we have a chance to beat these Lions. Boy, was I wrong. We've got a tough matchup with the 49ers, but I don't know what to make of this season. We're so inconsistent. Obviously, we're not Super Bowl contenders. I don't know if we're even a playoff team. It's hard to think that with guys like Dak and CD and Ferguson, and then getting Micah back, and we're just thinking about what this defense can be. But what they've shown this year, I don't know if this defense is good enough to carry our offense from time to time, and I'm not sure our offense is good enough to carry our defense when they need to. We have yet to see it. So, yeah, that's just kind of, I'm all over the place. I apologize. I'm just a little scatterbrained, like I said, from hearing that interview. My thoughts are all over the place. That's what this Cowboys team does to you, right? It's an emotional roller coaster being a Cowboys fan. But, yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a brain dump on you guys, share my thoughts on the Jerry Jones interview. And, I know we've got a bye week coming up, but I'm excited for Monday's podcast. We'll talk about some interesting things. I hope you guys will join us. But, yeah, I'll be here all week sharing any and all relevant Cowboys news. Some big trades in the NFL: Devontae Adams, Amari Cooper. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to do anything. Of course, that was one thing Jerry Jones said. He likes the guys that are here, and like I just said, what would better players do in this system and this environment? That's something to think about. But before I go on another rant, I'm going to end it here. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Share your thoughts on the Jerry Jones interview. And if you haven't heard it, I highly recommend you go check that out. I'm Paul Ryan. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.